Take a deep breath. All right. Hi, everybody. This is Coach Steve. Today we're going to do a 9 exercise routine. Each of those exercises is going to be about a minute long. We're going to do 3 rounds. We're going to start with a little bit of a warm up, and we'll stretch at the end to get ourselves ready for the rest of the day. All right, so if you get your legs a little wider than hip distance apart, and we're just going to turn side to side, warm up the spine. Make sure you get the ankles involved, get a little twist on the ankles. You have to be a little more flexible than you think you need to be. Today is one of those days. All right, let's go back to center. Go ahead and get into a squat and overhead reach. Warming up the shoulders, arms, hips, glutes, quads, all those things. If you can't get super deep, that's fine. It's not necessary to go super fast. Just do a little warm up. You can go slower or faster than. All right, so go ahead and put your feet together. We're going to do a lateral lunge each side just to warm up a little bit. Just go as deep as you can. Come back to center, out the other side. Stretch on that leg. If you need to stay in that position for a second or two, go ahead and do that. Just a little stretch, dynamic stretch into that leg. All right, let's warm up our hip flexors a little bit from a standing position. If you need to hold on to something, go ahead and do that. Knee up, out, and around. Again, if you need to hold on to something, go ahead and do that. Just warming up. Under balance necessarily. All right, let's put our hands together. Get your legs a little further in hip distance. We're going to reach up to one side, chop it down towards your knee. Reach it up, chop it down. Get full extension on the arms. Can't quite get a lot of bend in your knee, that's fine. Just get at least a little bit. Get those joints warmed up. All right, let's do one more warm-up exercise. Let's go ahead and roll out our shoulders. So when you do this, when you roll your shoulders forward, really kind of constrict your chest, open up your back. Opposite when you go out the back, so pinch your shoulder blades, expand your chest. All right, so all you'll need for this particular routine is a little bit of water. If you want to grab a weight, you can go ahead and do that. There'll be a couple instances where you could hold on to a weight if you want. It's definitely not necessary. All right, our first exercise is going to be a static bear. So we're going to get onto the ground. Start this. I'll tell you when to start. You're going to tuck your toes underneath. Then you're going to lift your knees off the ground just a little bit. So a modification on that one is if you're on a chair, get into that plank position and then bend your knees. So I want you to be able to make it for a minute. So whether you go on the ground or elevated position, that's fine, but I want you to make that for a minute. If you're going to use a chair, make sure that that chair is nice and sturdy and is up against a wall so it doesn't move at all. Wouldn't want you to fall if you're using an elevated position. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So go ahead and get your hands right underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, knees underneath your hips, and ready and go. Lift those knees a little bit off the ground. Wrists right underneath your shoulders, right underneath your hips, keep your toes tucked. If you need to take a little break, just drop down to your knees and then hop back up. A little more difficult than a bear crawl. Or maybe it's the same level of difficulty, just in a different way. Feel that and all those muscles around your knees. All right, and rest. All right, we're going to stand up for the next one. Next one's going to be virtual jump rope. I know some of you are really good at jump rope. If you have a jump rope, you can use it. For us that are not as apt at jump roping, we're going to do a fake jump rope. If you're unable to do a fake jump rope, keep those knees together and just go up and down like that. All right, ready? And go. Much more accurate at virtual jump rope than I am at regular jump rope. I never even have to stop doing virtual jump rope. I can just keep going. All right, got this. And rest. All right, next we're going to do a twist. So if you're unable to get on the ground, sit on the edge of the chair, do a twist in the chair. All right, the rest of us are going to get on the ground. Keep your knees bent. Put your hands together. If you want to hold on to a dumbbell, you can. And we are turning our torso each side. Ready and go. Make sure you get the full turn of your torso. Make sure you look left and right each time. You don't want to just move your arms. That's not the point here. The point here is to work our core. In order for us to work our core, to make that 90-degree turn. You want to make it harder. Lift your legs up, and you can turn from here. All right, 10 more seconds. And rest. All right, next we're going to do a moving plank. I like to call these dragonfly skims. You need to use a chair to do your plank, that's fine. But we're going to start here, move our legs out, move our legs in. All right, ready? And go. So we're on the ground. Move your legs out to sort of a jumping jack position, and then bring your legs back in. Bring them out and back in. Try to keep that nice plank position. There should be a nice straight line from your shoulders all the way down to your ankles. seconds. Rest. Whew. All right, back to our feet. It was a little cold when I started, but I'm sufficiently warmed up. All right, so next we're going to do a boxing move. So we're going to do 2 strikes forward, 2 strikes down. All right, try to keep a little bounce in your knees. Ready, and go. 2 punches forward, 2 punches down. Try when you're doing your punches, as you do this, get full extension on your arms. Really try to work your upper back. Same thing going down, back up. The more you snap, the more muscular this workout is going to be. So snap it. Fifteen seconds. And rest. All right, our next exercise is going to be crab dips. So you can do these off of a chair by just dipping down, coming back up. Make sure your elbows go out, straight out behind you. If you're able to get on the ground, here, dipping down, coming back up. All right, ready? There you go. Sometimes it's even harder to do it on a chair if you get a little bit deeper. So just be careful with your shoulders. If you have compromised shoulders, don't dip down as far just because it can compromise your shoulders a little bit. So little crab dip, you should really feel those triceps working. Little cactus run back here singing. All right, and rest. All right, we're back up to our feet. If you're a little unsteady, go ahead and use a chair for this. We're going to do single leg deadlifts. You can use a weight for this if you want. We're going to stay on one leg for the whole minute. So try to make yourself into this T position. Come back. If you want to switch legs each time, that's fine. I'm going to work on that muscular strength on the one leg for the whole minute. That is fine as well. Really are having a problem with your balance, just go ahead and do that deadlift move with both feet on the ground. Won't be as intense muscular, but it'll help you keep your balance and help you make it the whole minute. Rest. All right, our next exercise is going to be a push-up. So again, you can do a push-up off the wall, off your knees, full push-up, off a chair, wherever you need to go to make it for the entire minute. All right, ready? And go. Make sure that your elbows go at a 45-degree angle, or you keep those arms completely by your side when you do your push-up. And stick your elbows straight out at a 90-degree angle. That'll help. That'll compromise your shoulders as well. So Try to keep that under control. Right, 10 seconds. All right, excellent. Last exercise is a deep squat to a jump. All right, so we're going to take it here. If you're unable to jump, just get full extension coming up top. You're going to jump. Go ahead and hop it up. That's really all you need to do to get the most out of it. Go ahead and get started. If you really want to push yourself, you jump and then drive our arms up. So wherever you are today, to make this happen for you, do these deep squats to a jump your way. At least if you get a little bit of jump into it, hit the ground, it's going to help with that bone mineral density. Right, 20 seconds. And rest. All right, 1 minute rest. Grab yourself a drink. Work on your deep breathing. Wherever you need to go for these 60 seconds in between sets. It's good. All right, 30 more seconds. We'll start round number 2. All right, let's get in our static bear position. We have first exercise for round number 2. Wrists underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips, tuck your toes, ready, and lift. This is our iso static bear crawl. Make it. Remember, if you need to do it elevated, that's fine. Bit off more than you can chew, go ahead and drop to your knees. Come back up. We're halfway. Step back nice and flat. Starting to shake, you might be 2. Breath. Whew. All right, next exercise is our virtual jump rope. So you can go as fast or as slow as you want. Again, if you're unable to jump, keep those legs nice close together and do a tight-legged squat. Ready? And go. You can breathe. You know, we have all different reasons for being here today. For some of us, it's just movement. For some of us, it's get muscular workout. For some of us, is to really power through and really get a good workout for today. So take your speed to a level that you need to have this routine do what you need it to do for you. All right. All right, we're down on the ground or sitting in a chair to do twists. Again, the further back you lean, the more your abs are going to be engaged. Put your hands together or grab a weight and go. And again, most important thing when you're doing twists from the sitting position is to lean back a little bit and to get that 90-degree rotation each way. You should really feel those back muscles working on this one. And when you lean back, you should be able to do a poke test to your abs and feel those engaged as well. Right, 15 seconds. And rest. All right, we're flipping over into plank position. And call these plank jacks. And if you actually need to make these even harder, you can jump both legs out at the same time. But that's not what I'm going to do today. Let's get in the plank position and go. So right foot out, left foot out, both feet back in. Again, if you want to do it a little explosively, try to maintain that plank position, that straight line from your shoulders all the way down to your ankles as you bring your feet out and bring your feet back in. Seconds. All right, back up to our feet for our boxing move. So remember, snap, 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 snap. Get your hips involved, get your knees involved, as much as your body as you can. Ready? And go. Here you make that rhythmic breathing. You don't want to hold your breath the whole time. 15 seconds. All right, and rest. All right, crab dips are next. Again, if you wanted to use the chair for this one, that's perfectly fine. It's actually a little bit harder when you do that, especially if you really go deep into that crab dip. All right, ready? And go. Keep it up. Triceps working. All right, back to our feet. So we're doing single leg deadlifts again. So if you did one leg last time, make sure you do the other leg on the second set. If you switch, continue to switch. If you use both legs to do a deadlift, that's fine. If you use a weight to do a deadlift, that's fine as well. All right, ready? And go. Get your body in that T position. You're doing single leg. More seconds. Rest. All right, we got push-ups next. So wherever you need to go to make it for a whole minute, go ahead and get into that position. Ready? And go. Important thing here to get those elbows going 45-degree behind you or right against your body. Good job. All right, last exercise. This round is our deep squat to a jump. Again, you make it what you need it to be. Again, if you can't jump, just get full extension at the top. All right, let's do this. Make sure if you need it to be more that you drive those arms up. Go as fast or as slow as you need to go. Seconds. And rest. All right, 1 minute rest in between sets. 2/3 of the way there. Can do it. Whew. Drink. Go ahead and take a few deep breaths. Get started here in about 30 seconds. Try to lower that heart rate. Get ready for round number 3. All right, let's go ahead and get into that bear crawl position. Last bear crawl for today. Ready? And go. Those knees under your hips, those wrists underneath your shoulders. Inch or two off the ground for your knees. Toes tucked. Third iso hold's always is toughest. Legs will probably start shaking a little earlier this time. All right, 20 seconds. Goldfinch are getting a little braver. Rest. Whew, that's tough. All right, back to our feet. We got our virtual jump rope next. And again, if you can't jump, just keep those legs nice and tight. Dip down, bring it back up. Ready, and go. That's what you need to go. You got this. Seconds. And rest. Whew. All right, we got twists next. So down to the ground. Remember, 90-degree turn each time. All right, ready? Hands together or a little dumbbell in your hand and go. Feet up if you need to be a little harder. The turn on your torso. Three goldfinch now. And rest. All right. Get into your plank position that you like to do. We're going to do the plank jacks or the plank step outs. Hands underneath your shoulders again. Back. Ready? And go. Right foot out, left foot out. Take both back in. Or you can jump them out. Jump them back in. Got this up. Seconds. And rest. All right, back up to our feet for our boxing move. 2 punches forward, 2 punches down. Get your hips and your knees involved. Ready? And go. Time. And rest. Whew. All right, we got our crab dips next. So you can do those off the chair or on the ground. I'm going to do mine off the ground. Again, elbows are a point of emphasis. Again, make sure they're going straight behind you. All right, ready? And go. You can actually make this a lot harder. You put your legs straight out. Requires a lot more body control. Seconds. And rest. All right, next exercise is our single leg deadlift. If you did them on one side each time, go ahead and alternate this time. If you're doing double leg, then continue to do that. Ready? And go. Ready? Get into that T position if you're doing single leg. Ready? 20 seconds. And rest. All right, we got push-ups next. Let's go to your favorite push-up position. Let's get ready. Let's do these push-ups this time. Ready? And go. Elbows at a 45-degree angle or right by your side. All right, 10 more seconds. All right, let's go ahead and stand up. Last exercise of the day is our deep squat to a jump. Again, make this what you need it to be. If you just need to do a squat with the full extension, go ahead and do that. Ready? And go. Put a little pop in the top. But depending on what you need to get out of this, you can really jump it up. Even a little jump like that really helps with bone mineral density, especially if you're not used to jumping. So put a little hop into it if you can. Birds are hungry. They're all yelling at me here. The morning doves are lining up on this house next to me. Right, 20 seconds. Stretch it out. And rest. Excellent job. Woo. All right, grab yourself a drink if you need one. We're going to stretch it out a little bit here. Give you a second to catch your breath. All right, let's get our legs a little further hip distance apart. Let's go ahead and interlock your fingers. Let's stretch straight up. Try to get full extension down your arm, down your lats, even through your knee and your leg. Okay, let's move over to the side. Try to stay in the same plane. Working with deep breaths for that heart rate. All right, bring your arms down. Let's go ahead and roll out the shoulders. All right, let's go into static side lunge position. So get it as deep as you can into that. Should be a little deeper than you did when we started today. Just hold it there. Really get a good stretch on your inner thigh. All right, let's go down the other side. We're starting to come up too. All right, let's put both of our hands on our hips. We're going to do super slow hula hoops. Really try to stretch your legs or your lower body muscles as you go around. Stretch them out. Slower the better on this one. Right, let's switch directions nice and slow. Go ahead and roll out our wrists a little bit. Right, if you want to hold on to something, go ahead and roll out your ankle. Get all the little snappies out of those. Other foot. And thank you so much for coming today. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Go ahead and click the button at the bottom if you want to get this content right when it's put out. Thanks a lot, Coach Steve. Peace out.